Morning, guys. It's a beautiful day. It's March 30th, 2025. It's about 9:37. I was up burning wood, burning our brush piles. Ishay's a fucking slave driver. Anyway, we were out burning brush piles this morning, and it just started thundering and lightning and dumping like a motherfucker. That was about 4:45 or something. Anyway, we're just out taking a walk, so I figured I'd use this time to vlog it up, let you guys in on some of my own mindset, whatever the fuck you call it. Good girl. She's such a champion. She's gonna be a badass. Anyway, at some point in time, the beginning of my YouTube career, about 3 months ago, I came in and I was walking around the driveway. And so this is a circular spot right here. Driveway comes in there, out here, in here, out there, whatever. I still gotta clean that up. But Ishay's been slave driving. We've been down here just hitting this shit pretty hard. And so, and God bless the fire department. 10 days ago, they came through, stopped on the highway. 2 of them from two different fire departments. Anyway, I was kind of embarrassed, but what do you do? So I just explained to him, look, I'm sorry. Shit, I spent a couple years on a fire team. I know how not to burn shit down. I know how to look up the data, find out, what the fire index is. And I showed him. I mean, on that day, it was very low. Not low, not moderate, but very low. So I'm not sure if they were pissed off or if they were happy they didn't have to work, but anyway. So I've been trying to keep my fires low key as possible, which has been including some night sneaky burnings. Come on, girl. Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, I know it's not deer season, and I would never poach a deer. But, I mean, in this land that the good Lord has given me, there's a lot of deer. And for those of us in the know, I mean, it gets a little overpopulated. And regardless of the seasons, if you will, my tummy grumbles. So, Ishay was pushing me to see if we could find some meat. But we didn't. Not this morning. But we will. Don't you worry. And I will not show you guys. But you might hear about it. If you're lucky. Anyway. So I don't know. You guys have to go back and look at those other videos. Maybe I can find some footage from one of the videos. Pull it up. I'm not like an editing guru or anything. Yesterday was a very awesome day. I was in Walmart yesterday, and there was this older lady. I mean, she was fairly old, and I don't know what it was about her, but I said something to her. I said, how you doing? She said, I'm doing well. How are you? And it was just the way she was looking at me. I said, I'm doing well, thank you. I said, this is weird, but I really want to give you a hug. But I know that's weird shit, so I'm not going to do that. And she started laughing. And she goes, that's okay. And she was looking for the words to say, and she goes, you have a very blessed day. And I said, well, thank you. Well, anyway, then I got a message from my mother that I needed to call home or something similar. So I did. And that was a 3-hour conversation. But it was very enjoyable. And I got many blessings out of it. So I guess what I'm getting at here, guys, if you haven't talked to your mother in a while, call home. You probably won't be as blessed like I was, but your mom probably needs to hear from you. Anyhow, so this was the little ravine right there specifically was where I had my fire. I cleared all this back and all that down inside there. Just a little old pile. But it was wet. It had rained the night before. And so there was a lot of smoke. I mean, a lot of smoke. And I should have used my fucking brain. I don't know. I was thinking I was back in Alaska or something out in the middle of nowhere and fucking nobody was going to notice. But I mean, the fucking highway's right there. I mean, seriously, I'm a retard. So, lesson learned. I won't do that again. I mean, I kind of already did it again. It was fucking 4 days later. My dad drove over here on his buggy. And he's telling me, hey, somebody pulled into the driveway honking, said something about a fire over here. I was like, what the fuck, man? Shit. I hadn't talked to my dad in a minute. I hadn't even seen him. And that was the conversation we had. So, anyway, this is getting to be a long fucking video, guys. I'm really sorry. But it's going into the old YouTube channel for documentation. So I still got to come down here. I got a lot of work left to do every fucking where. But, I mean, it's nice because you can see all the way up through, which you couldn't a few weeks ago. Not at all. I mean, this was like a jungle. But, so, I don't know if I've spoke much about my vision for this place. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out some of it here. This place, this part of the property that we're on, this is like my favorite part of the property, to be honest with you. That whole, along the edge up there, where it runs around and then the driveway goes in. This whole chunk on this side. This is like my favorite spot. I don't know why, but probably those cedars. I really like those cedars. But anyway, this part of the property, I'm gonna turn it into a I don't even know what you call it. And somehow a wise man once told me, he said, son, I'm gonna give you some of the best advice I've ever been given. He said, find a way to make money on your property, because every hour off property is an hour lost. I've been thinking about that a lot since he told me that. That was, I don't know, 2 months ago or something. Some guy I met on Craigslist looking for some sawmill stuff. Anyway, and so somehow there's going to have to be a monetary value to it. But I don't want to do it for the money. It's just going to have to support itself. But this place is going to become this part of the property anyway, is going to become like a rehabilitation, a regeneration retreat or something. And so quickly, I'll go through this for almost 10 minutes. Yeah, essentially, I'm going to take these big stones over here, and I'm going to start marking out little patches and planting flowers. And this whole area is just going to be full of flowers. It's going to go along with my bees, my beehive idea. But down there's a whole pile of stones, and they're everywhere, all down this ravine. But I'm gonna start making, you know, it's like around trees, like that one over there. I'll put a ring of stones around. Maybe I'll paint them white, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. And I like that tree right there, so one around that one and one around that one, and just all over the place. And then ultimately there'll be walking trails integrated all through this. And somewhere down there, probably over there, is probably where the entrance is going to be. And I need your help here, guys. I'm looking for a name. Cobb County came to mind. Cobb Haven came to mind. And it's got to be something to do with earth. Because I'm going to build some structures out of Cobb. That's going to be one of the main things. But getting back to this vision, there's a lot of older people in this area. The closest town over there, it's all basically like a retirement community, kind of. And there's a lot of hurting people. And what people don't realize is they don't have to hurt so much, both on a physical and a spiritual level. And so I just want to see people's pain diminish, if you will. And so I'm going to have wood-fired hot tub or hot tubs, wood-fired sauna or saunas. And just in general, it's going to be a peaceful place. I mean, if you listen, you can hear the birds just chirping away, singing. There's some traffic that passes through, but it's not bad. I'm going to put up some hedges all the way along the highway, along my whole chunk of property here. Just because I like privacy. But right over there where I cut that big oak down, it's not so big. It seemed big at the time, but it's only about 4 foot diameter. But probably right there will be the entrance. But then people can just pull in here. And I mean, I can't do everything for free, but it's going to be essentially free. People could just pull in here and park and get out, and there'll be gardens. People can play in the gardens. They can plant flowers. They can play with the flowers. You know, there's going to have to be some type of, there's going to be a way. I mean, I guess God will take care of it. But I don't want the place abused and trashed. I don't want needles fucking laying on the goddamn ground. That's going to piss me off. But, you know, shit like that's not going to happen. Because we're not going to let that happen. But I need a name for the place. So please, please, if you watch this, if you get a hold of this, and share this video. I mean, I know I'm boring as shit to watch, but share this video because I need thousands of people's information, ideas, you know what I mean? Not their information, but their ideas, their inspiration, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Of things that I can do. Because ultimately this is a beautiful spot, and it needs to be shared. So this has been a long fucking video, guys. Ishay says smart spark out.